Hi, welcome to Blogger 2015 with Steve. I'm going to talk to you today quickly about adding authors to your blog and have a look at what this mobile template thing is. That really is quite an important part of our blogging setup in the school. There's two really very important parts of classroom blogs because you can, as you get better, you may want to include students within your blog, and also the mobile template. It really needs to be simple because we have such a varied ability in our parents, and also a varied data availability in their phones, and what they are actually able to download and upload to their phone. So it is really important that we don't overdo what has to come through to their screen. Alright, we're gonna the first part we're gonna look at, though, is adding authors to your blog. This is a really important part because it it gives you some options of different things to do within the classroom. Now, firstly, you may be working in a team teaching situation. That's one thing, and you may need to also have authors that are teachers from different areas, for instance, if your students branch off into maths groups. But one of the things you may need to do is actually access it for students. So if you click in here and have a look, you have settings just here. Settings, click into settings, and you'll find here add authors. Now, if I add my team teaching partner McCaskill at rdps.com, she is someone who I teach closely with, and we share the authoring rights. You can see at the moment I'm admin. What I'm asking her to come and do is to be, I've clicked invite author there. And you can see I've got one open invitation. I've invited her to become an author. When she gets that on her email now, it'll come through to her. She can click on that and simply accept that, and she will then pop up on the screen just here. Now, I'll actually take you to a different blog of mine to show how that works. So if I come over here to my homework one and go to settings, you'll see that I have 4 people, 2 of myself, that are available to be authors. I can actually then take another person, for instance Sharon, which she should be an admin on this one anyway, and admin, and she's now having exactly the same rights as me. As author, there are things that she does not have rights to. That's changing templates. That's basically all the things behind the scenes to create the blog. But as author, she has a right to post and to comment and to do little things like that. As admin, it's everything. So you're not giving a child or another teacher access to everything you've created. You're giving them the availability to be a part of your blog, and it's almost like you've accepted them or vetted them, and you've invited them into your blog. It's a very simple process, but the thing is, if they're not a person who checks their email regularly, their Gmail, then that's a problem, because they do need to also accept that invitation. It does run out after a period of time. So that's adding authors. Now, the reason that I would also say to add that as well, if I go back to my blogs and have a look at the book review blog that I've created previously and used last year, it was a very successful little blog that we ran. If I go and have a look, you can see the extent to which we invited people as authors. Hopefully it will come up soon. We invited every student to that blog, and every student was then able to post. This was one of the first things, the reasons that we started doing blogs in our classroom, apart from just getting information to parents, was to start being where instead of work just going in a book and then in December those books go home, we wanted this work that they were doing that was brilliant to become available for parents to see. I'm a bit unsure as to why I have no... It's a bit bizarre, it's not coming up. Sorry, that was a bit of a technical glitch. I couldn't get anything up on the screen there for a little bit. But you can see that we invited every student in the classroom, and basically they all became authors within our class page. Just this page. And this is why I feel that it's important that rather than... I don't create pages within my blog, I create multiple blogs and link them together. It gave me that, it gives me more control over who uses what pages, I find. Basically, that then was a blog that the students could submit their work. what they had to do IT-wise behind the scenes was quite phenomenal, I found anyway. They had to copy and paste templates from Word so that they could have the structure. As you can see, they had the title, the picture, the different parts, the different font sizes that they were putting in. This then gave them the chance to do this and get this out to the class. Down the side here we had the most popular posts. Sapphire ended up beating my post here. And basically this was the example post which they were given at the very start. Sapphire's ended up almost doubling the amount of comments that I got. But she was able to get feedback immediately from her friends. You can have a look there. There's the setting out. It was given immediately to the teacher to check that when we went through it and just had a look and worked through it with them and showed them how the different parts that they'd done weren't or were correct or really good. It was then posted. And you can see immediately kids were able to comment. 37 comments was given back on that one. That one was to me. But the students were able to get that back. What they gained in confidence and professional use of something on the internet was really quite phenomenal. They also were able to then go and refer to it for different books that they wanted to read. Now the second part that we were going to have a look at today was looking at what is this mobile template. Mobile template is a way that the blog will come through to your parents or to your audience on a mobile device. It is completely different to how it comes through on a laptop or a computer or a standard device like that. Because of the limited CPU and the data usage that you really want to minimize, or most people do, we want to put through a more simple version of our blog. So if I go back into our drop down menu just here and go up to template, which was just below the layout option that we've looked at quite a few times, you'll see here that we have immediately coming up live on blog, which is what I'm using at this moment, and then mobile is next to it. I don't recommend going through and changing a lot of things on anything on this page. You've already started doing that on layout and on your template designer. This one here is the one we're going to look at right now. If I was to click on mobile template, you can have a look just here that you can option the first thing at the top is do you show a desktop template. I recommend leaving it on mobile template. You may have parents who have such minimal availability of data on their phone that it's really something you have to do. Then what kind of mobile template? You can have a look. Simple, and that's how that one is coming through at the moment. Just there. Different forms of simple. You can go all the way down to picture, and you can see there. Doesn't change a huge amount, but see at the top there it's changing. I really recommend that you keep it on default and keep it really quite simple. That is something I would have a look through, and if you have your mobile device next to you, you can actually have a look at how that's working. It's really the best way that you can do that. You can see just there, you can preview that right there by just QR coding that on your phone. It's something that you need to have a look at and be aware of, that what you're seeing on your screen, because you may not be using your phone, is not necessarily what your parents are seeing. And you may be wondering why that you're not getting the feedback. You should be, because of this beautiful thing you're doing on your computer, but you have to realize that they may only access it on their phone. So being aware of the way it's being produced and presented on both is a really important thing. Anyway, great to talk to you. Hopefully you'll come along for the next little session that we have, and we'll be looking next, or in the very near future, at posting a blog. Take care. See ya.